welcome back to the channel. My name is Abby and I heartily welcome you to the Caribbean and to my container garden here in Trinidad and Tobago. This morning I've gotten started already by cleaning out the old zucchini plant. I noticed that it had some nematode development in the root. I planted some beans there, but we'll have to see how that does because nematodes tend to stunt a plant's growth. And I'm wondering if that is why, one of the reasons why the zucchini flowers was not opening. Well, time will tell. In the meantime, I planted the beans there. I recently put more chicken manure, more chicken compost manure there. And to deal with nematodes, if you have nematodes in the soil, it's a good thing to keep pumping a lot of that kind of stuff in there, a lot of compost, a lot of manure to, kind of distract those nematodes and eventually they doesn't bother with your plants. So I hope that works out in this bean tower. The beans in this tower is also producing, the beans are getting bigger every day. And I'm looking forward to having those beans in my seed bank because I have no more purple potted. And I did like what I taste when I tasted that one pot. So this morning, I am going to finish the Epic Garden Planter. My husband is super busy at this minute, and I need a planter now. So what I've done, I've gotten myself a cone bit, which is an easy bit to drill through metal with. And I'm going to be doing that, be putting some drainage holes in the Epic Planter and trying to make some makeshift metal sheathing so that the sides contain the soil into the Epic Planter. I also want to continue, you will see right here, I put some um, insect netting on the greenhouse because butterflies and leaf miner flies were getting into the greenhouse and landing on my cauliflower. I don't have time to be fighting these things. So I decided to screen the greenhouse with the bug netting. And so I have just the front of the greenhouse to continue putting the bug netting on. So those are the two things on my to-do list this morning. I'm currently watering the squash and cucumber, the squash and pumpkin seedlings in this planter behind you. And when I'm finished with that, I'll take you guys along with me to show you what I do to prepare my new Epic Garden planter. I have all my tools. Here's my shears. I think I have everything that I need right now. So guys, this is the planter. I have two things to do with it, but three things. First, I have to find me something to put on, bring it a little closer, on the edge up here. It's a bit sharp. So I'm going to use an old garden hose, a butchered garden hose. I'm going to slit that. I'm going to put that on the top for safety. And I also have to, I'm not going to pound this flat. Stop moving it. It's making a lot of noise. I'm not gonna pound this flat. I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna cut it to size and put it on the side here, and the weight of the soil is going to hold that in place. It has a little lip on this side, so I know it's not going to fall out or anything like that. And then I need to put my drainage hose. So let me show you guys this bit that I bought. It's called a step drill bit. My husband, he gave me this. It's one that he doesn't use at work anymore. And he gave me this nice little drill set that I can use at home with numerous different size bits. So He knows I'm a handy person. I try to get things done for myself if he is not available. So he gave me these different bits that I can use on my projects in my garden. So I got myself this bit because I saw him with one and how easy it seemed. Look how it looks. So it shouldn't be too hard for me to control because when you're drilling into metal or sometimes even plastic, the bit tends to slip all over the place and you can't control it to stay in one spot to make the hole. So this looks like it would be a little easier for me to manage. It goes all the way to 1/2 inch. It makes a 1/2 inch hole if I go all the way through. And I think I may just need to go like a quarter, maybe a little bigger, but I don't want to make it too big because we live here in the tropics and the containers dry out really fast. And then in the wet season, it floods fast, but it eventually drains. So, the plant wouldn't drown. I don't think it needs such a big hole at the bottom, but as it goes along and I see it and I could visualize it, after seeing it, I would make the judgment then what size hole to make. But that's the bit that I'll be using. So first off, I am going to drill the holes. Then I'll put up the sides and set up this planter where I need it, which is behind me. The cucumber trellis is behind me. So I'm going to set it up, move the soil into it, and then I will put the holes as a protective edging on the top of this planter. So without further ado, let's get into this. As always, I say, wear your PPE, always wear your gloves. All right, so I am about to drill. So let's see how this baby works out. Little closer to it. So quickly. I think that should be good enough. I love it. I love it. This drill bit made easy work of drilling into this epic planter, into this sheet metal. So if you've never seen of it or heard of it, it's called a step drill bit. And it went through that metal like butter. I will treasure you. I treasure you, my bit. All right, so that part of the project is finished. Now is to put on the sides of this planter. So now I'll be using my shears, my metal cutting shears, and cut a little piece of this corrugated sheet metal to size and just jam it to the side here to do what I needed to do. I'm so glad that I didn't throw away this. I was going to. And my husband said, you always looking for scrap this and scrap that. I think you should keep it. And I'm glad I listened to him because the junk church turned into treasure. Okay, guys, I had to go inside and take a break, drink some water, take in some cool AC. Right now, we're having a bad Sahara surge once again, and when I say bad, it's terrible. It's supposed to last 2 weeks, and by Friday, it's gonna get even thicker. Being outside, it's challenging. It starts to hurt your chest a bit when you're out here. So what I've done, I have filled up. I put some compost. I filled in the dirt into the planter. I put in the compost. It's not quite finished, but that's okay. It will break down and continue to feed the soil as it breaks down. And there are many, many earthworms in this container, so they're going to do that job. I have no problem with that. What I've done is that I've taken an old piece of garden hose because the edges of this planter is quite sharp. It will cut you. And so I've slit it, just take a knife and I've run it along the hose. And so I'm now going to put it on the edge of the planter. Oh, so a strong breeze just came through and blew over this plant. I'm not, I'm not happy about it, but I'm not too upset about it either because, as I told you guys earlier, I want to put netting all around on the perimeter of the greenhouse to control white flies and the leaf miner fly. So I'm using this garden netting. It's a 4 feet by 10 feet. I don't need 10 feet in height. I'm just I'm gonna do the best I can with this material. So some netting. I paid, I think, about $3 for this. The butterflies all of a sudden have an interest in my plants here in the greenhouse. If they got on the inside. And I just don't want to have to deal with worms and caterpillars on the cauliflower. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna fold it in two. Sticking the edges. Sticking the edges here too. This looks so ugly, yeah? So ugly. This is so not my style, but practicality, Trump style any day. Any day. Look at that. I have to find a way to distract from all this netting. So it's gonna serve a purpose. And guys, happily, this is the end of the project for the day. Now I get to go inside. I have to go to work. I have to do homeschool. This took longer than I expected, but it is accomplished. The whole thing, the perimeter is sheeted off with the bug netting, and I'm hoping that I can kill out those white flies that are already on the inside and the leaf miner fly on the inside with treatment over time. But at least I won't have the influx of what's happening on the outside going in on the inside. Guys, thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining me today. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, of course, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comment section about the contraptions that I'm always making, especially the epic garden planter. Tell me what you think about my new bit drill, my drill bit. And I forgot what I wanted to say. I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, I will pick you guys up um when I'm going to be planting out the cauliflower as well as my new mint plant, my new peppermint plant. I will be planting that in a woven wire basket so it could become a hanging basket of mint. I think that would look great. I just have to find a perfect spot for it so that it will thrive wherever I put it. And until I see you guys in the next one, take care. Take care. Of course, I will keep you guys up to date as to how the planter is doing and when I plant the seeds into the new planter as well. If you haven't started gardening, get up and start growing, guys. You will not regret it. You learn something new every single day, and it is so refreshing and rejuvenating for the mental and physical spirit of somebody. So, see you guys in the next one. So tired. Bye.